laugh quietly before I notice the crowds around us have parted. Oh, it's Lady Thomasina Huntington! Who is Lady Huntington? Really, Catherine? Have you had no interest in society at all in these years? Never mind. Before Arabella has a chance to inform me of why the woman approaching us has caused the crowds to tremble like scared mice, Lady Huntington stops before us. We drop into short curtsies, though the woman does not return one. Oh, I do not like this woman. Oh, she is mean. I do not like her. I do not like her at all. Wow, she looks angry. Lady Ashbourne, this is your good friend, I presume? Yes, Lady Huntington. May I present Miss Catherine Bennet? The woman glances over me with a close glare, one I can only believe has been mastered over inspecting many a young woman. Yeah, so this nasty old lady makes it a habit of being mean to people. You've been out of society for so long, Miss Bennet, you must be thankful your parents let you return. Though she didn't speak it as if it was a question, I wanted to reply. Let me see. I'm pleased to be back. I'll choose the nicest option. I'm pleased to be back, it's true, Lady Huntington. From the look on both Lady Huntington and Arabella's faces, I wonder if I've made an error. Do not look so worried, my dear. I'm sure your friend will soon school you back into our ways. She inspects me closer. Though you would do well to refine your manners quickly. I cannot see a woman of your more experienced years securing a good match if it's not done soon. You just called me old? Really? You're like 50 years older than me, okay? Good evening to you both, Lady Ashbourne, Miss Bennet. I do hope you enjoy the ball. So what did I say that made her so mad? I just agreed with her statement, and she's mad at me and insults me? I don't like her. Are you quite all right, Catherine? I give a nod, which doesn't completely deter her concerns, but calms her a little. Lady Huntington's a gatekeeper, which all in society must please to secure a good future. If she doesn't like you, your future is doomed. Really, that old lady controls everybody's future? Pfft, not my future. I can find love without her help. Yeah, well, it would have been nice to know that beforehand. I would have been nicer to her, maybe. Okay, maybe I would have just made fun of her more. But the point is, you should have warned me. Aw, now my friend looks sad. Didn't the Colonel ask you for the next dance, Arabella? Oh, I almost forgot. Almost forgot? Well, I can never altogether forget any invitation from that man. I shake my head slightly, but what of you? Go and enjoy the company of your officer, Arabella. I'll stay here. So she runs off. As the partners begin to move out to the dance floor, I shuffle to one side out of the way, and I bang right into someone beside me. Oh, I apologize. I glance up away to meet eyes with a tall, well-held gentleman. I believe I should be the one to make such an apology, miss. He glances to the side and then returns his gaze to me. How about I make up such a calamity on my part with a dance? He offers his hand towards me. I can assure you I am not anywhere near as clumsy when on the dance floor. Oh, my. Oh, this handsome gentleman. Oh, he's such a charmer. But we are not yet introduced. You and I know that fact, but I believe the rest of the room does not. He offers his hand again. Would you care to take the chance on such a scandal? His teasing makes me hesitate. Yeah, I'm gonna dance with him. I'll dance with him. I push down my uncertainty and place my hand into his. His handsome face brightens into a wide smile as he leads me to the floor, where we stand opposite each other and await the music. Standing in line with the other women, I cannot help notice the narrowed glares and curious whispers that pass among the crowd, all thrown in the direction of my unknown dance partner. Everybody's talking about him. I'm most glad you decided to take a risk. I do not usually get to dance much anymore. Has that anything to do with the way everyone glances at you? His brows arch, obviously surprised by my bold question. You're quite astute. He takes my hand and I walk beneath his arm before we turn to face each other. I will speak plainly then. We spin around another couple before joining together again. Really hard to talk when we're in the middle of dancing. I did not introduce myself to you, as I could tell you obviously did not know of me. It's a rare and precious thing to enjoy not being judged before even being acquainted. So he has a bad reputation? Rumors of 10. Rumors of 10? Rumors often! Oh, gosh, not again. Rumors often start from truths. If those in the middle of such gossip did not do whatever it is they are accused of, there would be no worry of scandal. His lips pursed for a moment in thought before breaking into a smile. I cannot find fault in your statement, Lord Stanton. Is that this guy's name? But how many of us are truly free of any wrongdoings? I arch a brow at his words, unable to find fault in his statement either. The music begins to fade, and we draw together at the end of the dance. He politely leads me to the crowds at the side of the room and gives me a deep bow. It has been a most pleasant time, and now I don't know what his name is anymore. Okay. And all without introductions. Well, he's Lord Stanton. He just said his name. I'm joking. Okay. I confess that made it all the sweeter. Please excuse me. With a final nod of his head, he moves away, and I watch his broad frame disappear into the crowds. Catherine, what could have possessed you to dance with him? I spin around. What on earth do you mean? Lord Stanton, of course. Who is... Oh, obviously Lord Stanton is his name. Yes, I know that now. You truly dance with such a man without knowing him? I'm sure there are worse things than dancing with a stranger. You wouldn't say such things if you knew of him. She sidles closer to whisper to me. That is Viscount Stanton of Braxbury, Lord Isaac Stanton. I don't know what a viscount is. I assume Braxbury is a place. She turns to gauge my expression, and seeing no sign of recognition, she continues. His family's name was once well respected until his father took up an affair with a local gambling house. Oh my! I don't know what's worse, him taking up an affair or him going to a gambling house. It would appear that passion runs in the family. Oh no, he's a gambler too? There's apparently no fortune left. His presence at these events is purely due to his lineage, nothing more. You should be more careful in the future, associating with such company. Wow, so he's gambled away his entire fortune, just like his father before him. That is very sad. I glance into the crowd where the man disappeared, suddenly understanding our conversation a little more. Makes a lot more sense. And a few hours later, we go home. I'm more than happy to go home and return to the comfort of my bed, my body and mind fatigued from the evening. The next morning, I find Arabella in the drawing room after breakfast, eagerly tearing open a pile of letters. So many letters already? I give a small laugh as I take the seat opposite her, and she glances up with a serious look. This is no laughing matter, Catherine. These are invites. It's today we make our most important decision of the season. And what would that be? Whose company we will be spending the season with, of course. It would be impossible to split our time between everyone in town. So we must decide who will receive our interests. Now, I believe this is something that happened in real life. You know, you couldn't possibly go to every single party, so you would try to go to the same parties as the person you are interested in dating. That way you get to see them more often. And if there's somebody, you know, if there's more than one person you like, such as our character here, Catherine definitely has 3 gentlemen she likes, what you would try to do is you would try to go to a party that they've all been invited to, right? So she'd try to go to an event where she could see both of them at the same time and get a better sense of them, or she would just, you know, try to see them separately and, you know, get a better sense of them. And, you know, as one person becomes clearly more interesting and she likes them more, she'd stop seeing the other one. That's how it would work in real life. You know, as you favor one gentleman, you would stop favoring the other. So Arabella points to the first one. It's an invite to afternoon tea. Lord Stanton will be in attendance. Okay, and the next letter is a dinner party. Lady Huntington. Oh, I don't like that. But the military is going to be there. Captain Guy will be there. Captain Blake, yeah. I guess he doesn't go by his first name. He does not go by his first name, of course. I do not know him well enough to refer to him by his first name. And this is a picnic hosted by the Kitterings. They're not the most well-known family, though they do always bring fantastic food, so everybody loves going there. Great food. The Amsburys show up. Mr. Amsbury, oh my. So it's only him in town this year. His parents aren't around. So she spreads all 3 letters on the table. Which one would we like to attend? Which of the 3 gentlemen would the lady prefer to pursue?